I might be on here, but I can't tell. Believe it or not, I'm having technical difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I can bring Trey up. So can you hear me but can't see me?
We're just gonna, hang on. We got an overlay.
Oh, okay. I am.
Hang on. I got you. Got you. Okay, we have a floating name. So, yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Off the Rails Already. Okay, Dawn, I told you I got this. I got the taco for you right there.
Right, okay.
You're over my shoulder. You're
okay, so you guys can hear
in my
me?
thoughts.
But I don't know. All of a sudden, my camera is locked up, and I was max headrooming earlier. It was kind of fun.
Well, they can hear you, so yeah, we're already off the rails.
No cameras necessary either.
Right. I mean, we do have your floating nameplate.
Okay.
So there's that.
Oh, Lord. Can this get any crazier?
Oh, why would you ask that?
I don't know. I'm going to blame the Nick Field. And I accidentally shared on my page to my Facebook page to my YouTube. I don't think we're getting comments on that page, but come over to this one. Hold on here. Let me grab it.
I was going to say, if we're streaming to it, we should be getting comments from it. But I also have Kick pulled up, so I can see those comments.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And I do have Kick. I wonder if Kick is making it mad.
That could be. I have it pulled up, so if you want to close that out and see, that's fine.
Okay.
And of course, this started happening less than 5 minutes before we started the show, everybody. So
5, like 2.5.
I know, right? I was trying to be generous.
Hey, look, we have a helper! Yay!
I was gonna say, oh, hello.
Hi.
Madness.
I figured I've been trying to log in for. We're not going to talk about how long. The Nick Field was not my fault.
I'm going to blame the hurricane.
Probably. Oh, and Dawn has found peace. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Hi, guys.
Well, while we're doing that, I guess I'll share the pattern that I'm using tonight.
Sure. And I'll just disappear so that you have the screen because you're more interesting than I am. I'm still here.
I am.
I'm working.
We're a little discombobulated, but that's okay because I'm going to make spooters tonight. So this came, I love the name of this. It's Chicken Soodle Noops pattern.
Oh!
I love it so much.
How dare you make the, spiders adorable?
I know, right?
Spiders.
They look like those little jumping spiders, and somehow those things are adorable. And they're so I don't have to sew things.
I think there might be a problem with Dawn because she appears to be logging in as Thesis. I'm watching Thesis's icon blink in the background.
I think it's because they have a shared login, I think.
I
think they might share a login. I don't know.
We do. So when I'm not here, the picture.
Oh, it's fascinating to see. So you're going to make a bright orange spider?
Yes.
Now, are you going to hang this from your hat, from your great bright orange construction coven witch hat?
Why wouldn't I?
We just need to get you some strips of the ultra high reflective tape to put as trim on it.
That would be awesome.
In the words of Tim Curry, that could be arranged.
It could be. I have plenty of former InDOT shirts that, could donate to a worthy cause.
Shoot, I wish I remember which Goodwill I saw. I saw a bag of I couldn't tell if there were leashes or what they were in the high vis. I picked it up. I went, Nick, you're being ridiculous, and I put it back down. There's no reason you need this.
Well, the thing is, I have so many like old Indot shirts that I really don't wear anymore because I don't work for Indot any longer. But I feel bad throwing out a perfectly good high-vis shirt.
And all I could think is, I was talking to somebody else about this. Actually, I think I was talking to Dawn in a similar T-shirt debate. Well, you keep one that looks normal, and then you take the other one and you look up all those how to slutify for going to a fair T-shirts, and you just make the world's slutiest versions of high-vis shirts.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Oh, I'm tempting you. I'm throwing a dollar in the bin. Come on, make it so.
Make it so.
I'll find patterns for you. You know that. I'm a corruptive influence today.
What? Not you.
With the way today's been, yeah.
You know what? Today has just been a delayed Monday.
It really has. And great stuff happened to me and all, but always sideways. Like everything has been sideways today.
Well, one of my coworkers has the theory that if your Monday goes well, the rest of your week will be thrown off. And my Monday went fairly well. So
that is highly possible and more than a little terrifying.
And I'm like, but it makes sense.
That's why it's more than a little terrifying.
And it was an engineer who said it, so you know there must be a pattern there.
Oh, well, that's classic engineering logic right there. That is if-then statements, and I'm here for it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think the world would be a much better place if more people thought like MacGyver.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, part 2. Okay. I was trying to figure out why my net was being a little dodgy, and it is being absolutely nightmarish right now.
Oh my god. Is it?
And I realized that my phone might have had like 26 tabs open.
Oh, oops.
So I'm pretty sure you're working okay, but I'm watching you in stuttered stop motion, but I know just how good my net is.
I was going to say, looking at Kick off to the side, I seem to be doing okay, like, streaming-wise. It seems to be smooth.
Okay, I just have to bring up something Kitty said, because I'm allowed to on your show. Slutty Flagger sounds like a Halloween costume. Is not that... Wait, you just got to take it one notch farther and get the pole dancing pole with a big stop sign above it. You know?
So I know people. And I know people from certain clubs who have done dances on stop signs. So entirely possible.
Well, I mean, I've seen some people do some impressive things atop stop signs and around them. We travel in interesting circles.
We do.
And I'm just skipping ahead to because it's on top. Oh, hi! Now I'm visualizing high-vis pasties, and Dawn just appears. And
she looked very concerned when she first popped in.
Well, I didn't know if I was being able to pop in or not.
You're here. You made it.
Apparently, there was a forced update that had to go through, and maybe that was causing some issues. So hopefully, can I do this on this show? Forced update.
I mean, we're not trying to get monetized on this show, so
the site did it to Joe. So
right. And that's your weekly Indie CD update.
Okay, I'm gonna just see if there's anything like any terms hanging, like questions or anything in the chat, and just kind of fast forward. So Thesis asks, should I start commenting already at 7:24? Always. And hi, Donna is Green Thesis, and Foxy says I almost started it 99 minutes. It happens, Foxy. And hey, Foxy. Okay, greetings. When is it time to stop being quiet? They're not like my show, so you can harass them all you need.
This is true.
Sure.
We'll sass back.
I can talk without coughing. Well, I'm glad your throat reflexes are doing what they're supposed to, dearie. Now, I'm curious to see if Dan has received his calligraphy letter and need to get a drink and back. Okay, we're going to skip to, sorry about. So can we talk about, what can we talk about that'll give Dawn a giggle fest? This is a great subject. I mean, we've already hit, you missed the beginning of implied Slooty stop sign wear, and I'm going to say hi to Amanda and Xander, who are indeed watching this, but that's why I'm lobbing things at the angle I am, because they're in the big room.
Hi, Amanda and Xander.
Hi, Amanda, Xander, and everybody else. Hi. I'm sorry that my whatever was doing my whatever when it went in whatever.
You know what? It wouldn't be our show if it wasn't, doing what it did.
Right.
I'm skipping to the storm as of 7:30 hadn't hit landfall, but the outer storms are hitting, so that should be coming up soon. Yes, someone farther down, and I'll find it later. So, yes, I'm definitely skipping Carl's commentary there because you guys can't handle Carl's commentary.
No, this one's a good one, though. This was about Zach's live hurricane coverage.
No. Carl's okay.
Okay. The adult humor that Xander's watching. So,
that's why I wanted to do this one though for Carl.
Yeah.
That one's acceptable.
Yes, to check in on Zachy. I talked to him about an hour and a half ago, and he's hunkering down. But everybody keep the GOP in your back of your mind. Okay.
And Michaela says, "Hey friends, can't stay long. Second job writing starts at 7:02." Okay, well, hey Michaela, probably bye Michaela at the rate you're going with the timing, but that's okay. And she's just buzzing out words and aches and pains. Yeah, everybody's feeling the pressure. We're also getting hammered by are we between the two coronal mass ejections, or are we just getting hit with the first one tomorrow? I can't remember.
At this point,
that could be affecting me.
Oh. All I know is that I think that's one of the things I hurt my neck combing my hair yesterday, so I'm not going to comb my hair again. Ever.
No. Oh God.
Combing my hair, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what was that? And it's hurt since.
How?
I'm hoping that Carl got some screenshots on that.
Oh God! It's called. I'm just watching the green room Rex accidentally happening with typos. It's just oh God. Yeah. Wow. I love you guys. Hey, and there's the link for this show, I believe.
Nope.
Yes, it is for this show because
okay.
on my my Facebook page, I shared the link to my YouTube page for this show, and I want the cool kids to come over here for this one, and that's why Carl said, "Watch my channel tomorrow and give me the likes and the views, and the hours, and all that fun stuff." Wait.
And hi, Kitty, and we've got that might be. Dawn, sign out and sign back again. She already has. Quit trying to get rid of her. I see how you are, Carl. No.
He just doesn't want to share me with anybody anymore.
Well, it's too late. I've got you now.
You are in her spider's web. See what I did there? I kept it.
Boom. We need the little sound effects like we do in the green room.
Oh. All I'm thinking is now everybody wants a scoop of BP, which I will explain at some other point.
Yes, sir.
And there's lots of greetings for people and greetings and pre-greetings. And yes, Kitty, someone said leashes. No, they weren't intended for you. That would get people in trouble. Then again, Now, I can't stress this enough, Kitty. Please check your messenger. I did message you about something, but it has nothing to do with that comment that you just made.
Right,
Great clarification. Great clarification.
You know, I mean, this is one of those situations where I would say, Nick, put down the shovel and pick up a ladder, but there's no way out of this hole. So, yeah.
I'm an adult.
And yes, passing by that, a big solar storm should be coming Thursday night, so we might get some chance at the lights.
Oh, okay. Bonus.
Cool.
Kitty, if you can make some money off of the ideas I give you, please, by all means, make awesome. Okay? And just skipping, because, okay, well, I can throw that because it's not too spicy. Don't give me ideas, Nick. I am a professional dancer. Yes. But not the kind some people are assuming, I think. And Donna says I've done the dance. I have danced the dance of the seven veils. All I'm going to say is I occasionally play a doonbeck, which is a type of hand drum. And I can either watch the dancers or I can play, but I can't do both. So I usually have to drum with my eyes closed. This is a form of cruelty that is just not right or just in the world. And okay, so thesis. Dan got the letter. For everyone who was worried about this, I was actually worried, but didn't open it because his hands were dirty from yard work.
Oh my god, the one that Donna got was freaking gorgeous. I love that wax seal.
Right?
Oh.
I actually have to get a new wax melter for my wax seal because they quite a while ago gave me a white boot wax seal. It was one of the greatest gifts I've ever received. But my wax melter thing died immediately, like the day I went to use it. So I have to get either a new electric or I have to get the old kind where you put the tea candle under it and hope for the best.
I have one of the tea light ones, and they work fairly well.
I need to get one of those because I have some things I would wax seal for glory.
As long as you're not trying to like mass produce, because you can only do about one at a time.
Yeah.
With the tea light.
It sounds silly, but I'd like to try using it with like hot glue. Like heating up to liquid and then stamping it because it might be a little more. I think it would be a much more rugged substance for some of the applications.
They actually make sticks specifically for that.
Really?
Yes. And they just go in the hot glue gun.
Somewhere I have a thing that I acquired, and I don't know what it's intended for, but I was going to use it to mass produce Nerf dart tips made out of hot glue. I just have to, because it was just a whole bunch of little half domes.
Yeah.
So it was probably like a candy mold of some sort. One of those. It was a quarter at Goodwill, so I bought it because that's what happens.
It might have been a bead mold.
Possible.
That's cool though.
Tea light candles and but you can use what you don't know is around here we use a lot of candles of the large scented kind, which means I usually have access to hot wax that why wouldn't I just go grip over for other purposes? Hi, Angelina. I want to thank you for being one of my patrons. You are an awesome individual. Please send me requests on content you want either for the Historical Fencing Guild or for the assorted programs I get because you are supporting me, which means you are one of my customers.
Sweet.
So it's great to hear that.
And a bunch of us get to see Angelina in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I am so jealous of all you folks going to HalloCon. I really am.
I could fit the three of you in my suitcases, you would be coming with.
Well, oh God, I'm so glad the camera's not on me for this expression. Okay.
I was like, is he going to turn the camera on so we could at least see it in the background? Oh wait, but it would pop him up on the screen.
Well, it was one of those. You said if you could, if I had a briefcase. I wish you'd be coming with me, and my brain just went right here. Just so I'm
See,
trying to not distract.
I was perfectly innocent this time.
Innocent. I understand it.
Yep.
Oh no. Kitty, I don't. Good Lord Almighty, no, I do not partake in such things. Although things have happened when you're paid to be a drummer at points, but and I wasn't even that good. You doing something here? Do what you just did, okay? You always drum with your eyes closed? Yeah. Oh, you're perfect. Okay.
Hey, I think my camera's doing it again, Trey.
Is it?
Is it doing the jump?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does a little pop, like maybe your top touching your table, and then it looks like it's just digitally sparking. I can see the line.
It looks like some reboot stuff.
Oh God. The most underappreciated program of all time.
It was fantastic.
Especially after the
Hexadecimal was terrifying.
And considering the only thing I have running, literally the only window tab, anything I have running right now is StreamYard.
It's got to be your internet then.
Yeah, it's got to be an internet thing. Or, you know what? Actually, I know what that could be. That could be the camera wire. If you have a bad connection with your camera, it will do that. If it may be loose in the plug, the wire may have been flexed too many times, something like that.
Kitty cat might have chewed on it.
Yeah.
Not from where they're at. They can't get to this cable, thank God.
But sometimes they go gunny bag like that, and that happens. So that you might want to consider. And Dawn's a fellow
Not here
ghost.
yet. I just turned my camera off.
It's
because
Halloween,
I noticed
everybody.
The glitch doesn't affect your speech.
Yeah.
So when you're speaking, you don't robot. You just flicker, which means it's a visual issue. Look at me being Joe without Joe here.
Heck yeah.
I'm so proud.
I wanted to talk about the dress, though. God,
You want to talk about the what?
The dress.
The dress?
Yeah.
For ladies' night.
Because we were talking about you wearing a dress, and I said there's Red Dress Run.
Yes, you need to talk about that.
Wait. I'm sorry, it's staticked out real bad for me. Something about a dress, and then you need to talk about that. So please, I'm genuinely asking you to repeat yourself because I lost that for a second.
Okay, hold on here. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. What the frack?
There she is.
We'll try this again. Because you know what they say, unplug and replug. Isn't that what you're supposed to do when things don't work?
Yep.
Yes.
So that's what I did. I unplugged and replugged the camera. So when I was with the drinking group with the running problem, the Hash House Harriers, they did a red dress run for charity every year. And everybody wore a red dress. And I know like Donna, she watches NCIS Nolans. And there was actually
that. I am familiar with that whole cultural event. It just involves two things I'm not terribly good at: dresses and running.
Well, it's funny because that episode is actually part of that's the group that gave me the nickname Squeals from Every Orifice. I don't know where they got the idea that I would squeal. Anyways, but yeah, it's a charity run, and the story is that a girl was going to do a hash. She went to pick up a friend of hers at the airport, and she was wearing a red dress and heels, and she's like, I'll be fine. So she went on this, it's like a Hounds and Hares type of run, and she went in this red dress and heels and did this run, this bar crawl run thing. And they just
Okay.
thought it was so cool, so they actually started doing a red dress run for charity with that was attached to her name. Unfortunately, she did pass away a few years back, but the red dress run is, and the original one I do believe was New Orleans, so that's why that's the one of the biggest ones.
It has that New Orleans feel to it.
It
There's
does.
there's that logic there. Like I expect Nita Lanning to come and verify. Yes, that makes perfect. That's some Cajun thinking right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Donna has seen that episode. She said that Scott looked very good in his
And
dress.
yes, he did.
So did
Dracula can look good in a lot of things.
There's just too much of me too close to the ground for anything that long and any trick you would use that makes long and sleek fashion choices always turn into watermelon and I end up looking like a hobbit in like somebody's dad's coat if I go for anything like that. That's why it's so hard for me to dress in formal wear. I either look like I stepped right out of Bag End, or it just looks like a kid trying to be grown up.
Okay. But I have heard tale that you have dressed very nicely in the recent year.
I don't know what you're talking about. When have I looked good? No, I'm genuinely trying to think, when did I dress very nicely?
For your the kiddos, the game.
Oh,
I heard you dressed very nicely.
I dressed nicer than usual, and it was enough to completely, confuse.
They were impressed.
I wouldn't go with that. Okay, maybe.
I have okay. Kids were walking up, commenting on it.
Well, sadly, the only one who could verify one way or another is Alec, and Alec is doing homework, so I guess we'll just have to keep it an elusive mystery.
I know your wife.
My wife is watching this, so I know she's not able to comment on it either. Oh, darn.
I'm waiting to receive like a Facebook message from her.
If I start looking good, then people will expect that of me. And that's a big ask for someone as chaotic as I usually am.
But yeah, so that's the story of the dress. And I was like, I've seen so many guys in dresses now through the years doing the red dress run. And I like how Foxy said she had a friend that looked better in dresses when they were in high school. When I was in college, there was somebody that was a couple quarters ahead of me, and they were going to be graduating, and she wanted to wear a dress, and she never wore dresses. And we were going to get done with the quarter and doing odds and ends stuff, and we decided to go dress shopping. We were talking about in the library. One of the guys goes, "Can I go with?" Okay. So he went dress shopping with me and her. It was actually a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
Now see, I have been the guy who escorts my female friends and my wife dress shopping and clothes shopping quite a bit. And hey, Sarah. Anyway,
Sarah!
My favorite version of stories about that was when I was at I want to say Lane Bryant, and Mandy was getting changed to figure out what she was going to get. Yes, the red dress is fabulous, but anyway, there's distractions.
I still have that dress. It was comfy.
I was sitting there, and a young lady's talking to her like mother, and her mother keeps holding up these dresses. And sometimes my expression comes with subtitles.
Did like you say that out loud?
and they hold up this picture, this dress for this lady, and it was this sickly yellow that made her look jaundiced. And I went, oh, no. It physically hurt to see this. And looking back, I understand how the assumptions were made, because She went, what? And her mom looked at me, yeah, what? What? Oh, honey.
Yeah, that sealed it.
No. Just put it down. Because she literally had this weird mustard yellow thing and this baby poo green thing that both made her look incredibly jaundiced, and it had malformed ruffles. It was a nightmarish dress. Well, I'm trying to cover up. I'm like, may I be honest with you, ma'am? Yes. Yes, you are short, but you are fairly. And hold on. Just hold on. I can't tell this story without my hands, okay? You're fairly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I said to her. This is one of those occasions where, when you are equipped with this kind of situation, you accentuate. You don't hide. You want your date to be drooling, yes? Well, yes. Okay. Step away from that. Step away from the glitter sequence stuff. You are not a deranged 80-year-old woman. Go over there. On sale right now are some nice jewel tone slip dresses. You can build with accessories off of this. And so I'm talking with this lady, and the dressing door opens up, and Mandy goes, so, does this look good? And I turn. And yes, and this lady goes, wait, I had him first. What are you doing, lady? He's helping me. And Mandy goes, he's my husband. And so he goes, he can't be. He's gay. And just flash freezes as like the shock of the faux pas hit just that syllable too late. And she just crashes. I'm like, ma'am, it's okay. I'm an artist. I understand color palettes. I am accustomed to being called that. But yes, this is my wife. She gets my services first. And she needs them. That looks great, dear. Get rid of that other thing. And, and she goes back to try something else.
Dan wants to know, Nick, are you saying that the lady was guitar shaped?
Yes.
And Angelina said she didn't know she could make suggestions for content for the Historical Fencing Guild. Cool. Just join at a higher tier. You're going to regret that.
My tier system, what happened is there was a glitch where I got Angel, you're going to learn something about me very quickly. Computers despise my mortal existence. And any system that can go wrong does. Like, for the first time in 3 years, I'm able to get back into my website because I could not log on because so many hacking attempts into my site that Joey set up were made. I could not get space to type in my actual. So things hate me. That being said, yes, I take requests. What's happened in the past and why my Patreon itself is so relatively barren is the vast majority of people who know me through my Patreon know it's my mission to provide cheap and free sword education to people. So they're like, yeah, but don't do it here. Do it there. Just keep doing what you're doing, please. I'm like, well, what exclusives do you want? We exclusively want you to work your butt off doing that. Here.
Hey, Angelina, do you subscribe to the Historical Fencing Guild YouTube channel so you can see the show on Friday nights?
Yeah, I do a show on Friday nights, and I take absolute requests. I answer questions. I specialize in helping women with armoring problems and training problems.
And mammogram problems. Oh, wait, that was different.
That was me giving you a free one. How you doing?
She was wearing armor. I was not. We'll just put it that way.
Dawn, we can fix that. We can if armor is something you are looking for, you have come to the right place. We have ways to make you safe, my dear. Because remember, if we were talking about fashion and armor, There is no accessory greater than second chance body armor. It goes with everything. It is always well received, and only idiots. Actually, I would believe that, Angelina. You were on the UGA fencing team? That's awesome. My buddy Al was trying out to get, he was Class A certified, and he was trying to get he was going to run for the Olympics, but he blew his knee out. It was a tragedy.
Ouch.
Yeah, he healed, but it was a life-changing kind of event for a while there. But yes, he still fences. I'm going to try and put you two together if that's something you're interested in. But and don't worry, Nichols' wife, it really was an innocent swing. Wait, why am I? Oh, I wonder how many people are questions why Nichols is getting tagged in my picks. Okay. To answer that bizarre bit, because I'm not trying to take over the show, but if it's going to happen. Sorry, I saw later comments, and I'm trying to keep my brain on track.
That one right there, I saw it too.
Yep.
A chainmail bra.
But
that would
actually
pinch in weird places.
I was requested during my earlier show, my morning show, to do a challenge to do a higher resolution goth image of our favorite possible vampire, Miss Sarah.
Excellent.
Knowing that she has long since been involved in the lifestyle, I said, could you give me some references so that I can make sure it's accurate to what you like? Mm-hmm. So, because saying goth is not an answer. Saying, I dress goth can mean anything from I wear black t-shirts and jeans, and that makes me goth, to, complete Victorian goth, to trad goth. I've been in so many places as the only one in tweed. You look around and it's just a sea of black and one little short round guy with a tweed snap brim hat going, let's go. By the way, Nightwish in concert at the Aragon Ballroom is amazing. But I even said it right for once.
Which one was it?
So that is why she's been sending me links. This happens fairly frequently. I have another project along those lines, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because it is seasonally minded.
Yep. Yeah, I got a couple of those on the pipeline.
So I will be doing several art pieces for friends and people. So occasionally don't look hard at the thumbnails when I'm saving things, okay? If you speak through the thumbnails and you see something that makes you question, that's not. Now,
hey, Trey, can you either put your hands up further or put your camera down a little bit? Because you're kind of, when you bring your hook down, you're kind of going off screen.
Well, I was going to say, we're like 40 minutes in and we haven't run a commercial and we didn't even turn music on.
Well, we don't need music because there's chat. Let me see if I can find a commercial on these clips to run.
Sorry, Dan. We really do love you.
We love you. We just got rolling. Really weird.
Of course.
Dan? Okay, here, we'll do this one. Well, that was a nice broadcaster's dinner break brought to you by Dan Hollifield. And I am to the folks to cook. Oh, God. Okay.
Yippers.
I had to.
Y'all are having fun at my account. So, Sarah, my dear, chainmail bikinis are lovely as jewelry. Think of them as jewelry. Not necessarily needed to be worn out because, good Lord, the pinching. I have seen some things go wrong. And yes, I am the guy who's had to. I need someone to open up a chainmail link to get something.
Oh yeah. That just sounds painful.
Yeah, I've seen
this
souls
was
leave bodies.
Dan's response. He didn't complain about the music, so he told us to keep rolling because he's being entertained. I want to know what a tined is because I'm gonna try to figure out what that is before Halocon. Oh man, took away all my fun. I wanted to entertain. Man,
Are you not entertained?
Okay, so let's see. We all typo, Dan. Don't feel bad.
Yep.
But that's why we have editors who come in and make sure our published works look better. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was getting a little too bright in here. I had to throw some shade. Anyway, but I was going to admit that really wasn't great at, but I had a blast. Had my first child in college and actually trained and completed till I was 8 months along.
well,
wow.
It's never too late to come back.
And
I
you know
think
what?
that's great. And I do more historical based fencing. We
Or
fairly
hysterical
recently,
based.
or hysterical. Yes, I try to keep the crowd amused. There is some good footage up from the
Shakespeare in the Park
demo at Shakespeare in the Park demo, but yes. And every day, at least you're wearing pasties, but I mean, oh God. Oh.
Are we back on pasties? Were we already on pasties once tonight?
That's the second time, but hers weren't high vis. Well, I'm sure they were highly visible, but that's
It depends on how cold it is.
Holy frigidness.
So are those high vis with high beam vis?
Okay, so fun fact. In my family, there is a phrase that it is colder than a witch's blank piece of anatomy. Now, knowing the people that I know, and knowing occasionally because of the needs of garb or whatever, they may be more revealing than usual. And knowing that I had a laser thermometer, one of the no-touch calibration laser thermometers, I could prove scientifically, and it was, as so many things I do, for science, that I went, what are you doing? Wow, that's proof, folks. It really is colder than a witch's. Thank you for volunteering to that, Trey.
Oh, dear Lord. And Thesis is currently listening to Dan's music during the calligraphy video that he's editing. Good job.
We listened to it just driving in the car.
Well, at least Sarah, no, seriously, I've had to have this conversation with my goth friends who are dabbling in different things. Your leather needs backing, or you need to be prepared for the side effects of your leather goods not having backing, which is both smelly and kind of slimy. And if you're going to wear an enhancer, chainmail necklaces, chainmail over anywhere sensitive, you really should. Sheer mesh, as long as it's enough to prevent the pinching adhesion, should work. And I'm sorry, I get hyper focused when somebody asks an armor question, and I get very hyper literal. But
I would rather prevent injuries.
Right, because you never know who's watching this.
And here's the thing: you tried to prevent injuries. It It just injured me. And Angelina said
I
that
didn't mean
she had an ADHD moment. She said Dan writes music. The music that we listen to in the background usually is Dan.
Yes.
Everything for his can be found on Bandcamp. If you go to his indiecd.org website, you can get the link to there. And once a month, he gets 100% back on anything that's purchased from Bandcamp. We're trying to get that to be announced as a monthly thing, Dan, for you to
Maybe we could. You know how they have those date counter apps, widget things.
Yes.
Could we get like a countdown? Joey, if you're listening to this somewhere in the ether, I'm trying to make more computing work for you that will be very complex. But like a calendar countdown app that will give you have this many days till it's the day to buy your music and have all the money go to Dan and have it just cycle.
Right.
Because that would be cool.
I think he's trying to work on a counter for the page too, since we've had to have surpassed last year already. We were one view. Monday we were one view short.
Oh yeah.
So that for the entire year, and we still have damn near 3 months left.
Yeah.
So punk rock.
Y'all are awesome.
And Dan said there is a version of that song that's 10 minutes long. I used the short version for the advert. Good, thank you.
There are two things that need to be done about this. One, I need Joey to move that video back. I need a copy of that uploaded on mine because you have to have 1 or 2 2-minute videos for the emergency bathroom runs when you are streaming. Or in my case, the acquired beautiful chicken and dumplings my wife made me.
Oh, your wife makes amazing chicken and dumplings.
Oh, yes. Songs should be written about this chicken and dumplings. It is it is
we know people who write songs, Dan.
Ruins me for like Cracker Barrel and stuff.
I bet Dan could write a song about chicken and dumplings. I mean, I'm not reading that one.
I've said it. I'm a Minnesota girl at heart. Of course I've said it.
Uh-huh. All I can think is the sound. Ping! That's all I can hear. Of course, I did have I do have a friend. Well, I had a friend. She's since moved far enough away. We're incommunicado. Who had certain piercings in that region and had occasionally some difficulties due to climate. And it just... Frostbite is not something anybody should need.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
that sounds awful.
And yes, that was Dan performing using computerized. Well, he does computer things with it. See, if you're using the computer and you're telling the computer what to play, I'm going to wiggle wobble that. I know he's played. See, I only have 3 albums where I'm actually playing guitars, etc. Still, only 3.
Only.
And getting back to Sarah's comment, I'm saying I'm bringing this up because I am a well-traveled obese man. I'm working on it. I'm down, man.
And you read it as pastries, didn't you?
No, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, the word pasties, and it's pronounced like that, is spelled like that, and it is a rather hard to describe. If you could take everything that's glorious that would be in beef stew and just shove it in like a bread roll.
It's like a mobile pot pie.
Yeah, it's like a pot pie done right, and I hate to put it that way, but it's the only way I can describe it.
Yes.
And
they're amazing.
I've only had them a couple times because my dad was tired of seeing these pasties here signs. So we pulled into a supermarket to get these, and he was expecting a tort or something. And they brought out about a 3-pound blob looking bread thing. You know, like about half again bigger than Whopper. And yes, that is the most American measurement. You know, we will do anything to not use the imperial system.
Right.
Wonder how many inches wonder how many inches Zach has got, and I wonder if those are American inches or Canadian inches.
How many gallons, Zach?
How many gallons of rain are coming down?
We love you,
Anyway.
Zachy. We're thinking of you.
It's a-
Yes.
I love how we shout like he's farther away than everyone else. I don't know if you've noticed this. Hey, Zach! And we do that weird stretch thing.
We gotta wave and like yell through the rain.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
And wind.
Yes.
It's a freaking
And the
hurricane.
wind.
Come on.
There's wind, so yeah.
See, I can't do the heart thing, but look at Trey. Trey made it so I can at least give hearts now.
Yay! Anyway. So every time my fat butt sees anyway, they ordered it. Dad got one thinking they were going to be torts. So he got one for all 5 of us, Mom, Dad, me, and my brothers. We all had these giant, like, supposed to be a meal for a couple people, pasties, but we've been on the road all day. So, and these were like flaky good.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
Just like, I am somebody who appreciates being fed. So I am sorry, but that word will always default to the food, not the decoration.
Aren't they the same thing? I mean, never mind. Hey, I can talk that way on this show, right, Trey?
We're not trying to get monetized, and Joe hasn't stopped us yet.
Well, we know where our lines lie.
I didn't get a phone call telling me to behave, so
Not tonight.
not tonight.
God, it would match my tongue ring. Sarah.
I like that one. I gotta do it.
Oh goodness.
I just did that to see what Nick would do. Let's see here.
Oh, no. That was just face palm. Pure face palm. I'm being good.
Oh.
And Anthony says, I don't have an ounce of musical talent. How somebody can make up music seems like... Because it is magic.
Well, and look at what Trey's doing right now. You take a hook and some stringies and you make all these cool thingies with it.
I'm just a hooker.
Magic. Uh-oh. Boss is here.
Oh.
Hi, Joey. If you're still there, we are not behaving. Thank you.
I tried, boss. Boss, I'm so tired.
Nick is stuck between Trey and me. What do you think's going to happen?
This.
Go down, I'll go up.
High fiving! Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, God. I'm gonna open that door and death will be waiting for me. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, Sarah, as I desperately look to change the topic.
Happy early birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Gma.
And happy birthday. Happy to her. And
Did I read that correctly? That it's 100?
No.
We're just talking about pasties and hooking.
It is a 100th birthday. That's impressive.
Yes.
That is very impressive. Seriously, that is something you interrupt us for. And
Uh-oh.
indeed. And we're just gonna skip Kitty's comment because I read it and it doesn't need to be brought up. Happy birthday.
Oh no. We're gonna go back to
That one right there. You didn't want to bring up this one here.
Cornish pasties. Yes, they make Cornish pasties and they're very good.
We seem to be having some technical issues, so don't read this out loud. Nick, we still need ads from you, sir.
I'm sorry, you guys have been muted. I don't
No,
understand
we have
what's going on. I'll try to bab till it comes back.
I did get muted. Dang.
I know. As much issues I've been having, he mutes me. If the Nick field is gonna with me now.
Oh man.
Oh, and I will tell you, the Nick Field's been with me everywhere I've gone today. Like, I watched a check machine, cash register, POS, just start smoking. Literally, I'm like, I know I'm spending the wife's money, but dang.
That actually
You
explains
just
a
you
lot
just looks
from
at me at the
Al.
Dollar Tree. It was actually that happened yesterday. He looks up and goes, "I guess our card machine is down." Yes, flat line. It's literally like
Beautiful.
looks like
When I
Harry
worked-
Dresden in ecstasy.
When I worked at the call center, we still had the tube monitors, and all of a sudden it smelled like Sharpie, and I'm like,
Oh,
who is
no.
messing with the Sharpie? Because it smelled like Sharpie. And next thing I know, all of a sudden my screen goes bzzz, and it's
Ooh.
still on, but all of a sudden smoke starts coming out the top of it. I'm like, sir, I need to transfer you. My computer just started on fire. Now, granted, it was just the monitor, but when you see smoke, you're just like, duh!
Yeah.
That's where you draw a pentacle and lipstick on the monitor and say, "I have to quit this. I'm not." I'm terrible.
Sarah, we have to tease Zachy because he's Canadian, and it's just something we have to do. We love the guy, and if we ever stop making fun of that, okay.
And we need to skip all. See, this is true. No rest for the cryptid. I know.
He's right there. He's right there.
Oh no! You see, I'm a plain simple guy. You know, my buddy Biggie's a cryptid, but you know. Yes, I have a concrete Bigfoot on my table right now. These things happen.
What? Those numbers check and don't surprise me at all.
You know what? Things on my desk that are random.
That's
how
adorable.
I feel about. One of my friends got that for me for Christmas a couple years ago.
That is super cute.
You know who it looks like too, right?
Is that your George?
It looks like Georgette, and I got a picture of her doing that. I'm like, oh Lord.
I have a melting glow-in-the-dark ghost.
I love that so much.
I also have a jar of whiskers, because why not?
We've never saved the whiskers, and Ted actually just came across a toenail tonight.
I found those.
We're like, oh God, my cat's falling apart. Our cats are falling apart. And Kitty wants to say that Thesis writes music as well. He did both his ads and Foxy's ad. Dune Bunny Butt! You better put that back up there so Trey can see it.
The Dune Bunny.
I have, for the purpose, I have my Doom Bunny. Thank you, Trey. Now, yes, they do stick like latex stickers. The things I know from the people I've associated with. And Facepalm Kitty, yes. We're all about Facepalm Kitty.
Hold on.
No, just
Kitty, not the kitty in the chat.
I mean, I'm sure I make Kitty in the chat facepalm. I make everyone facepalm.
At some point in time, Angelina's got a question.
Some of them use an adhesive, and some of them actually use body heat. It depends on the material you buy.
Wait. Where is it? You got to do it.
Oh, hang on. Let me mark my stitch. Let me mark the stitch.
Okay.
And we have The More You Know.
All right, there we go.
Because we are an educational program when we want to be.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Please do not feel bad about silliness. This is totally normal. We all associate with very intelligent people, so we don't expect much in the way of thought or verbiage.
Sometimes you need to relax.
Honestly, we are about positivity, being there for each other, creativity, a little bit of laughing, a little bit of seriousness, and a whole lot of family.
Yep. I mean,
What?
how many times have I tried to count to 4 and I've failed?
Oh, Nick's getting the hook. Bye, Nick.
Oh no! Oh
Oh my God, I'm the only one that doesn't have a hooker with me.
no!
No hooker.
I'm here for you.
Okay.
Sorry, my pet Shoggoth is acting up again. It does that. Don't worry. Lydia, control your family. Anyway, I need to get Lydia back on the show. She hasn't been on the show enough, and we're halfway through October.
I was going to say you need to get her there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
See,
Just
okay, pasties are being used in a professional setting.
yes.
See? No, Trey, seriously. Did
No,
you not call
I
the door again?
did decreases when I should have done increases. Speaking of, I can only count to 4. And this is why we use stitch markers, kids. Sorry.
Hey,
sorry,
wait. You danced with the Grinder Girls?
Really? Wait.
That's impressive. But I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm aware of that. You see, I am a roving designated driver, which has put me in a lot of situations that I remember that my friends whom I designated drove for may not. And part of the reason they take me is I don't take pictures, but I have heard about those individuals.
No, I do believe the record, Carl, is when we started, when we couldn't even talk. that we froze up for like 2 minutes. I think that was the record.
Oh, that was, yeah.
However,
I mean, you didn't have visual of you this time.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, yes.
Okay,
just
who threw that one up? Because I'm looking and Joey's not in the thing, but that seemed like the Joey move.
Y'all could see my hands.
no, it's me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, my hands were on screen. I cannot be blamed.
Head check! No,
Sorry, my hand's busy.
Oh.
you are welcome. Anyway,
I can't lift it up, otherwise I'll break something. And there goes the fabulous
wow.
Oh.
With the camera issues I was having earlier, do you think I should be pulling anything else? That didn't come out right either.
Well.
Talking about the cable for my mousey.
I'm just making spooters. Just making spooters.
Well, Sarah, some people don't know how to have fun, and some people don't know how to adapt to new or different situations.
Huh.
And I am perfectly capable of being somewhere that may not be my jam at the moment or in general, and having a relatively good time if my friends are having a good time. Again, hence the reason I used to have a pin that said designated driver and a pin that said token breeder. I took my friends places and I got them back safely. That was my job then. It's still my job, but I go to much more interesting places like 3 Goodwills in one day to fill up a car with Nerf blasters. I mean, what? No, never.
I know. I still got I got some in my car yet.
Uh-huh.
And then things fell into carts somewhere else.
Weird.
You know, we are past an hour.
Are we?
So I'm thinking I'm going to throw another ad out there in just a second, if you guys don't mind.
That sounds good.
And These are the irony is too good not to run this one.
I think that was the old one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, because
Yes,
that
it
was
was.
the one I could find. And I like the music on that one so much.
So
really
do I. And Joe can't remember what it was called, and I cannot find it. So
I might be able to help you with that afterwards.
that would be great, because I wanted to use, like, just keep using that music for my ad because I liked it so much and I couldn't find it.
Now,
my cat
I have to tell you, I just got the remix because my computer was roboting. So it literally sounded like somebody was doing like the record scratch with it.
Nice.
I just kept waiting for Eminem to drop in and start telling us about what's really going on and to shut up and quit being so soft. You know?
And he's going to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
And he still drops bars harder than the guy on the top of Tetris. I mean, it's not.
You leave that poor socialist bricklayer alone. He is the man who arranges the blocks.
Yeah, see, that guy's fine. The guy who arranges the blocks, I can understand. I'm talking about the dude just yeeting them at him. You know?
You hate the guy that's just going, line piece. I will post that to my Facebook so people can see the glory that is Tetris God.
Now, see, all I'm thinking of is they need to do a remix about the guy who throws the blocks. You know,
Nice.
I am the oligarch who throws the blocks to keep the masses working hard.
Nice.
More joy for them, more money for me. Anyway, every rhyme that came after that was going to get me in a lot of trouble, so I'm not going to say it.
Oy, oy, oy.
There's another reason I put the sign at the end of the ads with the name and music file. Your cunning knows no bounds, Mr. Witzman.
Holy. I was laughing at that though.
Yes, I was trying to make sure I was okay because we did catch Sarah, and we understand. I took pole dancing classes, but my teenagers acted like they were going through some kind of trauma. As a parent, I can say this. It is a parent's job and duty, as I know that Xander is now in the tub, probably not listening to this, to torment and embarrass their children on some level, some parts of the day. You know, it is a sliding scale equally determined by how much they need it and how little they have been. But yes, scar them. It trains them for life. That sounded like Swordmaster Nick coming out. I feel that logic of, but did they learn? Well, yes. Did they die? No. Then what's your problem? You will learn tolerance, or it will be applied to your forehead until you can concede.
I know it's here somewhere. I gotta find it, and once I find it, I will send that to you, Trey.
Excellent.
And so, yeah, you should be able to dance. You could. You know what? I'm sorry.
If you want to,
you can invoke
your friends
one of the
behind.
great philosophies of our time, one of the greatest speeches about acceptance and holding your own in a world that doesn't accept you. you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind, because if your friends don't dance and they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. Safety dance is there for you when you need it. And if you
Amen.
haven't militantly gone ugh at somebody to prove a point and confuse them,
I cannot find that. What the hey?
What you looking for?
Trying to figure out what the name of that. I had it. I knew it. I don't know where it went.
Ah, oh my.
That was my frustrated without swearing.
can I just say, all this time you have alleged that I am a cryptid, the lady doth protest too much, because that, like, expect some SCP people to be knocking on your door, and possibly a very attractive redheaded woman with a kind of goofily charming fella. You know, they're from the FBI. Don't worry about it.
I've got a basement for them.
Dear Lord, you have a basement for them?
Well,
you
yeah,
going
I'm
to
keeping them.
start-
I'm just keeping those two.
I'm sorry, I have a navy for them of all the shipping that I did once.
Right?
We are not.
Make
Oh my God, we are
babies,
not
they'll be
talking about
beautiful.
your basement, Trey. Not after what you told me you found down there.
It was a stuffed toy. It's fine. It's perfectly innocent and not hilarious at all.
Okay, Winona.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys broke me.
Okay.
Oh. It's your goal to break me at least once a night, once a show, isn't it, everybody?
I can't help what I'm equipped with, Dawn. But yeah, dead silence. Nice. Anyway, let's not dance in the sparks made from knives, people. Oh God, I'm having flashbacks. I'm having so flashbacks. Oh.
Yeah.
Good night, Angel. Sleep well.
Good
Don't
night,
breathe
Angelina. Love you, girl. I can't wait. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
See you
2
in a
weeks.
couple weeks.
How?
Oh,
I didn't hear that, but I did feel that, Dawn.
I got a little excited.
Oh God. I'm just 16 days.
final countdown. The number of times I've done it's the final brain cell at work. Usually in reference to myself.
We've never sang that song, and we both write it, cue it. So apparently that's the universal final countdown.
Yes. It's got to be the high pitched.
I can't, because I used to have to dance. Well, actually, I used to have to dance professionally to that dang song. As Chuck E. Cheese.
Ah.
Oh God, Sarah, you are so one of us, because the level of my desk is too complex right now for me to head desk, Sarah. No. This is what I have to put up. You tell me she's not a HFG. A knife making success dance ritual. Nothing wrong or dangerous about that.
No.
No, that sounds right.
Oh,
Celebrate
God.
every victory.
Fire and yes.
Th-
Go.
I sometimes do the I didn't die at work dance. And that's just the little Cabbage Patch.
I would love to say something, but I have to do the "this is safe" dance to get the ATM to work.
Yep.
Whenever you use a debit card, if I don't do the little dance while it's deciding,
Yep.
it will not work. It has been tested and proven. Yes, this is love.
I used to do the time warp in front of the time clocks because that last minute before you can clock in or out takes far longer than it should.
It does.
Gosh, there are things in life I miss. Time clocks and doing the come on, come on, come on, come on. And then you go to punch in and somebody says something, and somehow that first minute that work starts clicks over in a blink, and you're a minute late.
Yeah. And you're like, how?
I'm Mr.
Hey.
Talker. You were a minute late.
That's okay.
I just drove through a snowstorm in front of the plow. The plows are using my Saturn's tire tracks as guides.
Both Ricks caught me doing the time warp in front of the clock. I'm like, say something. I'm here. I'm what you've got.
I could be not here.
I could not be here. That also sounds great.
I found out the name of that song is called Button Masher by Amber Waldron, I believe.
Could you send that to me in a Facebook text?
I did. I messaged it in the group thing that me and Joey have going on.
You're amazing.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
It took me a minute, but I found it, and you guys broke me while I was looking for it, and still stayed on track.
I'm just a hooker. I'm just a simple hooker.
If you're a simple hooker, what is a complex hooker?
Filet crochet.
Okay.
They're the ones that do the table runners and such.
Okay. Can't do those?
I have not attempted because that's the old magic.
You're the new magic.
That's blood sacrifices there, and pinning and blocking.
And Thesis is having to suffer from the I found it right after Dawn said it. Let's punch the time clock again.
I'm gonna step to the right.
Wow, gravity has decided it is not working with my hair today. And it's just
gravity has a way of making things do what you don't want them to do when you don't want them to do it.
Oh, come on. I'm not an ex-dancer turned author. Gravity hasn't got that heavy a hold of me. No, it's trying to Jimmy Neutron my hair right now, and I'm not sure why.
Everybody needs a pompadour.
Well, apparently, I've got that for this evening. Good. And Sarah is remembering dancing on huge speakers, which, unfortunately, I've had to escort people off huge speakers. Ma'am,
how would you call those nowadays?
In certain circles.
You have to be careful because the combination of huge speakers, the Drunken Ant song, and alcohol horrific things to women who should know better. The Drunken Ant song is Pour Some Sugar on Me, because every wedding I've been to where they have played Pour Some Sugar on Me, someone's aunt has danced to remember a former occupation. Or, aspiration.
So funny story.
Well, I have faith in your ability to do that.
Auntie now.
I'm not clicking Kitty's comment, but at some point ask me about my friend who hated her husband's motorcycle.
No, haha.
I will tell that story, but I will tell that story in a green room setting. I will not.
Yeah, that one is not meant for live broadcast.
Vengeance is a dish best served often and severely. No, from
Okay, so
Egg.
dumb question. How does that connect to the other thingies that you made?
Okay, so this part is going to be the head. This is going to be the body.
Okay.
So these will just actually go through and tie in on the inside.
Okay.
And those will be the leggies.
Okay.
Yes.
Believe it or not, when this is going on, I am paying attention
I
to
know
what's
you are.
going on. I think that's what shocks people because also I'll be like da-da-da-da-da on the projects that are going on. Oh my god, I love the wood burns that. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh no, I was saying I love that, and I thought you were done. I did not mean to speak over you.
The wood burns that Joey did for the rescues back home. I am so excited about those too.
They look really good in person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of him.
So the plan is that I'm going to donate all 4 of them. There's 2 different. There's 4 burnings, 2 different rescues, and I want each rescue to keep one of them for their wherever they want to do with it, and I want them to auction the other one off. So
I did start following the one rescue because I found out about it through you.
There was either Rescue 55021 or Furball Farm.
Furball Farm.
Oh my god. So Rescue 55021, they're the ones that helped my dad save the cat that wandered into his garage.
Oh yeah.
Dad fostered and they took care of all the medical. They brought food and litter, blah blah blah. So they're an awesome one. So Teresa's awesome. And the other one is they've got 350 plus cats at their sanctuary, and it is just heaven on earth.
Love it.
That's
we have a feline community network by us.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got like a gift shop and everything. So every once in a while we like to go in there and they'll do like cat yoga and things like that. They have their resident cats that just wander around.
Well, Furball Farm also has an Airbnb on site that has cats in it.
Okay. Dawn, you've mentioned this lovely charity-based animal rescue organization a couple times. Seems like it would be a good idea to throw their link into the chat. So that
do you know that? Hi, Ruth.
Hello, Ruth.
Hey.
Yeah. Let me try to not kill my computer again. I was worried looking for the name of the song. So
it will be what it will be. How late do you guys usually run this program, by the way?
Usually till my hands fall off, which is at the end of this row.
And
okay. I was actually getting concerned about your hands. I hadn't made the connection. That's why the show stops. Because I'm like, well, it'd be nice. There we go. This is streaming to more places than usual because I watched the thing go. Well done. Although it looks best from Dawn's because you've got the little cat.
It does.
That's that little Georgette.
She is a fashionable feline.
See? There we go.
Yes.
And see, we're all about supporting the care and love of our pets, of our animals, of the people who associate with us, and the strange places where that all overlaps. But, Trey, how you doing?
I finished that row, and I'm going to be stopping because that is a good stopping point.
Groovy.
See? That's how we
proud.
do.
I literally was watching the redness on your hands.
So the cat actually got me beforehand and made biscuits on my arm and hand, which didn't hurt at the time, but he definitely has some little daggers on him, so that's the redness. But yeah, no, that's good. It's good in the neighborhood. I've got my little hand stretches to do.
Those who don't know, Ruth is in charge of the food for Holocaust.
Ooh.
So she's going to be up to her earballs in food.
I love it.
She's the mistress of the most mighty gorilla I have ever seen depicted.
She does more of the inside stuff. We do have a new grill master this year, and his name is Alex, but Ruth knows him. So
okay,
yeah,
I have heard great things about the food at HalloCon. So,
And if you have any dietary stuff, Ruth is amazing of working with you and making sure that you have food that you can have.
that's awesome.
I have a feeling that me and Kevin are going to do some overlapping with some of the stuff he can have and stuff I can
Okay.
have. So I'm like, cool.
There you go.
Which reminds me, if you go to HalloCon's Facebook page, there was information on Kevin Steverson tonight. He's going to be one of the authors there, along with Carl and Donna and I think and Dan.
Dan.
Well, he's one of the featured authors too. Guess so.
Yes.
It's gonna be a fun day. Okay, I didn't squeeze that time. I kind of
That was like a raptor pterodactyl noise.
Papa!
I'm kind of here for it, you know. I mean,
well, you've already considered me a cryptid once tonight.
Yeah, we're just dialing in what kind of cryptid you are, and apparently you're in the birdish family. You know, which is interesting with your cat. Maybe you're a griffin. Are you a griffin?
Ooh.
You got birdish and you have cat fixation. That makes you either a griffin or a type of sphinx. Could be a sphinx. These are interesting options.
I have read the Alvin trilogy.
Rock on.
If you've read it, you know. And so Alex is one of her original batlings.
Nice.
And there's going to be a lot of good authors this year. She's going to go broke as usual.
Right.
Yep. Except for I have to somehow get all those damn books back home. Oh, wait a minute. That's what I have Trey and Joe for.
We're bringing the van.
I'm flying home, but books might have to be.
That's okay. We can transport. We can be your book mules.
Okay.
Yes, you heard that correctly.
Yes. And it's so many jokes came to mind. I'm like, no. We're not asking where she's putting the books. No.
Hey.
But just because. I suppose we should get rid of that part too, huh?
I thought.
Oop.
See, wait. Why?
There we go.
Yeah, also not a. I'm pointing out of practice.
I know, right?
Also not a cryptid. See, this is an illusion. It's fake news. Wait, my hair's poofy and I'm saying fake news. Good Lord. Anyway.
Aliens.
And gravity. I mean, never mind. We're not going there again.
No, wait. We can't say that because gravity is failing and not holding my stuff down, unlike others. That's okay.
That's the Nick field.
That's the Nick field. It literally is the static that I generate if I'm not grounded. You could fight Joe for disgusting baloney. What the heck?
Joe Dawn.
I have questions.
That's
because I'm a proper Midwesterner, and if she's talking fried bologna, I'm gonna have to throw in on that too.
Well, Saturday we do sandwiches, so there's just regular cold sandwiches.
Okay.
But there's different breads, different so.
So I'm gonna have to smack some hands to get in at that table. Gotcha.
And you can say all you want, Nick.
I love bologna, especially garlic bologna, which is why when they discontinued it at Save a Lot and it was going for $0.25 a package, I bought a bunch, or 50 cents a package, I'm sorry. And Mandy said, okay, get as much as you want. I said, okay. And I literally filled the cart. I took all the bologna that they had and then froze it. I still have some.
Good.
Because I have to make it last. But yeah, see, I'm all about the bologna.
And we said, nope, they don't fry it.
If it can cause harm to someone, that's a whole different universe. Because Mandy and Xander, I don't know real well, my wife and son are allergic to milk. So I totally understand if this is something that could hurt somebody.
Yeah,
that's a whole different universe.
Yeah. Well, so I said Kevin's got a lot of stuff he can't have and I can't have, and some of that overlaps. So it's like, hey, that's what we're going to do. And Foxy can't eat bologna anymore. She got sick.
Associates with garlic, with thesis. What is the hatred? Hold
I know,
on.
right? Like,
Thank you, Donna, from the bottom of my black little heart, because I had some concerns, and knowing I can track down garlic bologna still makes me very, very happy. And bologna tastes like sadness and bad memories.
no. It tastes
Not
like
as much.
nostalgia and playing at a park, and you just buy a loaf of white, cheap bread and bologna, and you smash it because it
Yes,
must be mooshed together.
yes.
And then you eat that dry because that's how you eat a bologna
This is the way, and
sandwich.
then like the bread sticks to the top of your mouth like it's peanut
Yes.
butter.
Oh. Or if you want to get super fancy, there was a restaurant in Highland that made a fried bologna sandwich. The bologna, like, it was a bologna steak.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh.
The place was named Overstuffed, and it was very accurate. But dude, they did things with that bologna that.
Okay, here's the thing. I would rather have bologna than Spam.
See, I don't mind Spam.
I grew up not far from Austin, Minnesota, where it was made. They do have a Spam museum, by the way.
Oh yeah.
However, I just no. Mm-mm. I've smelled the Hormel plant and
Oh yeah. Once you smell the plant where it's made, except for Albanese, like
Oh.
that'll ruin it for you.
Spam.
And I don't say anybody that you go and eat all the Spam you want, because the more you eat, the more I don't have to be guilted into feeling like I have to eat.
There you go.
The cultured among us know. Of course, now I'm like taking Spam, and I went from Viking to like dwarf metal.
Oh yeah.
So I am a dwarf, and I'm eating
eating
spam. Eating spam.
Yeah.
And see, I went into total Monty Python, and I'm like, always look on the bright side of life.
Yes, that was the original place, but it's divergent.
Oh yeah.
What?
Have you? So there's a reel going around, and they're like, "Man, I don't understand what they're talking about. ADHD, whatever." Dude, you have to look at this. It's hilarious. Oh, I'm calling 911. I'm like, that's accurate.
Albanese, shoot, they're only
Oh, we know. We've been there.
a few miles, like relative.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
Midwest miles, but
I pass it on
not
my way to
Canadian
work.
But yeah, they're right there off of 30. It's great.
They've grown so much since.
I admit that was part of the reason I was able to get Ted to come up to Shakespeare in the Park, was because I'm like, we can stop at Albany.
You mentioned that he liked, what was it, the peach rings or something like that?
The gummies in general.
The gummies in general, and I was like, hey, we know where you can get them.
You need to come and get the seconds, because one of the greatest things you can do is get Albany seconds, where like
a 5-pound bag of the gummy bears,
malformed and like multicolored, and it is delightful.
They only had two different kinds, and we couldn't tell. One was a big orange bag of something, and one was a big red bag of something. And Ted's like, I don't know what they are, and he didn't want to buy them because it just said seconds. They didn't have flavors or anything.
Go. See, that sounds like adventure to me. What? This is just a deal. No, it is adventure calling. Let's find out.
Well, it started off like it was just that house and that little bit behind it. And you saw, Dawn, how big it is now. But the running joke has always been like it's like Willy Wonka's factory, because they actually had like a chocolate tube running down the middle. It was crazy.
I've known people who worked there, and they're like, what we hate is having to do stuff in front of the window.
Yeah, everybody's.
They work, and you got like 50 kids going there, and they're in the green room, all Tyvek suited up. Frank.
Oh, I bet that's so good. Oh,
that was Frank worked there.
Oh God, Frank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Donna said that the Quaker factory made the peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter.
Oh, I bet that smelled good.
Oh, I bet. Ruth said, or Donna said that Ruth, we did that scene one year at a literary fundraiser. We had two guys dressed as Klingons. It was hilarious.
Excellent.
And Ruth said, I'm with Nick on the adventure thing. I am. The problem is I'm adventurous, but I can't be now.
Well,
Yeah.
because of
Yeah,
allergies.
you got to be careful.
I'm like,
you
I
can
gotta
be
know what.
adventurous within reason.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
I'm like, I just need to know what the ingredients are. And then in fact, she
okay,
said,
sorry. I had to reset where my brain went for a moment there. Just let's let that. Yeah, that it was good enough. I had to leave. I had to like step out, walk down the astral plane for a bit. Oh yes.
Oh, God, yes.
Best in its original Klingon, but
you okay there, Nick?
I'm trying to get back on topic. I really am, but my brain is not.
We had a topic.
What the hell's the topic?
Oh, right now it's yummy things that are keeping us from ending the show.
I know.
But no, see, I like to know what's in stuff anyway because of working with them. But my dad kind of went to great lengths to brainwash me into trying things and or eating what I don't like if need be. So it's one of those where, yeah, sure, I will try indigenous food that I cannot pronounce, and then I will point at it like you know, like the gringo that I am, and I go to restaurants and I pay what's called the gringo tax, where you come as the only person like me there, and I point at something and they give me a number that I know is more than the other people pay, and I smile and I hand it. Then I eat something that's made of love and joy and R's that roll and things that my mouth will not be able to pronounce. And I do that till one day I come in and they charge me the normal price, and I know I have been accepted.
Yeah, that happens around here. And it's glorious.
I'm going to tell you, if a blank, I'm going to say blank for any nation, I don't care if it's Transylvanian, Algerian, it doesn't matter. You look for a restaurant that's this kind of food, usually has writing not understandable, also not in English, and it looks like from the outside it is a breath away from being shut down.
Yeah, you just described like the 3 best restaurants around here.
Restaurant, Aladdin's Pita. I'm not sure about the other one, but if you go, anytime you go into a place and it has half a supermarket of things you can't identify, a Wells Fargo long-range money transfer thing, and then
place move the grocery store.
That's like
yeah,
wait, the other thing too was that Chinese place that we ate in Lafayette.
yes,
And we walked in there, and after the day after Indy CDCon, and we're like, I don't know about this place. I don't know about best lo mein we had ate ever.
Yep.
And it was
that's
the
the
place we were
Diamond
talking.
Dragon off of Sagamore, just past like where the Walmart is, between the two marathon stations that somehow operate 1 block away from each other. And it's next to a Little Caesars. I know exactly the Chinese place you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to kind of go in behind it.
Yeah, yeah,
Get to
you
it.
go behind things, and it feels shady going up. Last time we went there, they had a paper sign that said, "Bow, 1 for 4 something or 3 for 10." And I'm like, yes, I want that.
So all of them.
And so, and there was the lady working. There was a little guy in there with her, and he just, for some reason, him and Chris, because that's who I went with. After they just, those two are just, I don't know what they were talking about. I don't think Chris knows what they're talking about, but just those two just were just and brought us over some little cookies and stuff like that, and it was just because when you walk in and signs are handwritten and all, it just felt like you see the GFS boxes and like going okay, and yeah, but that was delicious.
The first time we went there, my wife and I went into the restaurant, and they were having a family party. And I don't mean like somebody was having a party at the restaurant. Like the front end of the restaurant was all family members, and they're going back and forth into the kitchen, and they're getting stuff that you don't get when you buy from the restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we came in with, I'm sorry, we don't want to interrupt. I'm sorry. No, come. So we sat at this little side table, and they brought
You're
us
now family.
and then brought, like, screw Olive Garden. When you go to the China Dragon, you're family, okay? So I was like, just hand me a mop. I'll mop up afterwards. You know, I figure if I could have stayed a few more hours, I'd be speaking in Mandarin. It was beautiful. That's why they're like my second or third favorite Chinese restaurant. The first being the Peking restaurant, north side of 20, next in the same thing as Heroes Haven, in lovely Michigan City, Indiana. It's just about 3/4 of a mile, might be a little farther, from the intersection of 421 and 20. I've been eating there 30 years, and I will shamelessly promote that place for as long as Sue is in business. She is a goddess. She may be immortal, and I'm okay with all of that.
Excellent.
So, well, guys, do you think we drug this on long enough?
Oh,
Are you hungry yet? If not,
right. We made our Chinese food quota like commentary.
Yeah, we talked about food. That's something we always have to talk about.
Yep.
Thanks, Ruth. That was because of you. But hey, I cannot wait 2 more weeks.
I'm excited.
Sorry.
okay.
They slip out. I don't even try.
Dawn!
I'm an adult.
That's impressive in that outfit. Anyway,
Just remember, I'm that damn good, but you'll never know. No.
I approve of this. What's this? Finally, proper manifestation of Velma energy. This is what I'm doing.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep. We had food talk. We broke Dawn. We broke the internet.
Yeah, we had it. We had the Nick Field interfere. We got some hooking done.
I did some hooking.
Yes, our boss should be proud of us.
Our whole chat went insane with dance related things, as well as pasties by any pronunciation.
We had an educational bit.
Yes.
Dad is out of orange jelly babies. I'm out of orange Jaffa cookies.
No.
But there are fortune cookies waiting for me in the living room, so I will have some of that. I think we went insane. No, darling, we don't go insane. Here, let me explain. Insanity is the Latveria to my Dr. Doom. This is where I am. This is where I belong. That might be the most arrogant thing I've ever said.
That's fantastic.
I honestly have heard you say more arrogant things, but we're not going to go there.
Oh.
The only way I could shut myself up was to walk up to the laptop. Hey, just keep going. I turn lovely colors. Dawn blushes, head to toe, and then falls over. And Trey's just laughing because she's a construction worker. She is mostly immune.
Energy drinks out the nose, though, sometimes. You never know.
Okay. Let's try this. I got an idea. Dawn, where can people find you and what are you about?
Hi. You can find me on YouTube. Dawn Duelist is D Duelist BPA. What do I do? Oh, and you ass. IndieCD.org is the Mr. Joey. And there will be a traveling Indie CD table, 2 of them coming up next March. So if you're interested, let me know. The sooner I know, the better, especially for the one for Bookfest here in town. The other one is going to be for IndieCD.con. So I'll be at HoloCon here in a couple weeks, and then I'm going to take a little bit of time off and didn't get to work on that Indie CD table. And you guys can find me here on Monday and Wednesday nights at 7 Central for burning, cooking, coding, and a lot of other weirding stuff between Joey and Trey.
Okay. I'm going to go now.
Hold on here. Go back to me real quick.
Yes!
Yes! Thesis, I'm thinking November, December, after Halicon is done and stuff. So we will get together, and I want to do, yes, an Indie CD 411 with you. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay. Since this isn't my show and I'm pirating it as usual, I'm going to go in the middle to give Trey a chance to actually close up like she should. Aha. No, my name's Nick Tucker, freelance author, artist, swordmaster, game designer, and retired paranormal consultant. I can be found Monday, Wednesday, and Friday broadcasting on the at Nicholas Tucker YouTube channel for Nevermind the Furthermore from 10 a.m. till they let me leave. Or I collapse. You never know. And then at 8 p.m. on the Historical Fencing Guild for the Historical Fencing Guild live stream, where we talk about swords and shenanigans. Plus, apparently, I am drawn into everyone else's shows at any random point. I may randomly appear with pre-recorded shows for Nick Knows Nerf, where I talk about Nerf guns and how to use them and things like that, because I've been requested to. And basically being a royal pain in the butt to these lovely ladies, but apparently they like having me around. And you can find all my stuff over on indiecd.org, where if you subscribe, you can use Podcast One to get your lifetime membership half off. But I didn't say that because that cuts into Joey's money. It cut into mine too, but I didn't use my link. So with that, we'll go to the lady of the hour who the show's actually about.
Oh, yeah. So I am Trey. I am on Indie CD, and I am also the one that messes up your morning commutes. Got Nick with that one. I got him giggling.
Trey's in that car.
I closed the...
Where did that is the wrong banner for this show, and I just noticed that.
Oh, well.
Oopsies.
The Indie CD org show has been running this whole time, apparently.
We figured something out. The boss isn't yelling in the chat, so we're good. Gone, feel the power of hairspray. Hallelujah, preach on. Aquanet. It's Aquanet or nothing.
Apparently, all my snarky remarks that I made for the time I couldn't get my camera to work are still in here.
Yes.
So?
All right. But yeah, I'm here Wednesday nights, and we'll see you at some point doing something.
Do we have a closeout song for this, or
we do. I actually put it in the outro thing. Hang on.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, everybody.
We love you.
Toodles.